Everybody grabbed each of the papers that's on the table. There is some chocolate up there or some paydays up there. Help yourself.
And a number.
And hopefully everybody grabbed a number from your cup. Welcome, I'm Nicole Price. I will be heading the concession stands for this year. I have a team of beautiful people who are going to be helping me. And so somewhere in your packet, you will have names of the people that's going to lead your group. Okay, so we have it broken down into instructional. It's not in there?
It's separate.
Oh, it's separate.
Sheet.
Okay, it was one of your separate sheets of paper. We have it broken down into instructional, into Pee-wee, into minor, so that we don't have a lot of people texting on a huge text thread. It's all individualized. Okay? No, that's different. Okay. So for the instructional division, some of this is your first year. What we're doing this year is a little bit different than we've done in the past. This year, concession duty is required for one Sunday throughout the season for your group. So what you're going to do is you are going to collect a group of moms from your team, have them work at concessions. You can split the concession stand up into an hour, 2 hours, whatever works best for you guys is what we want, okay? We want you guys just to get used to it. You do get money back this year, so it's $30 back this year. Previously, we did not give money back because it was instructional. You guys only come on Sunday, blah, 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 blah. But this year, we're switching it up a little bit to hopefully get you guys more interested in coming to the concession stand, working it, getting comfortable with it, so as you move on to the divisions, you're already set, okay? Pee-wee, minor league, and little league, you guys will be doing twice, 2 times. Hi. Go ahead, sign in, grab all the papers over there, and a number out of the cup for your team. Oh, she has it already. Okay.
They got to do one time. They get 2 days are offered.
Say that again.
2 days are offered, but they do one time.
Right. So there's 2 days that you need to pick. And your job as Pee-wee, minor league, and little league is serving one time out of those 2 days. Okay, so all of your parents are going to serve at least one time out of those 2 shifts. Just like we've done in the past. You get $100 back if you perform the concessions duties and then as well as the field duty, which I'll talk more about in a little bit. Any questions about that so far? No? All right.
You are welcome to have someone like from your team, like maybe it's your mom, like a kid's grandma, something like that. You're welcome to have someone else from your family work the concession for you. If they have a sibling that's older, that's fine too. We don't mind that. They have to be
At least 16.
16, right?
16, but we make an exception with St. Dan's and St. Sims and some of these kids who need service hours. The only deal is too, even with the 16s and 17-year-olds, don't send only 4 of them, and you got to have one adult in there, guys, because if something goes wrong, these kids are going to panic. So we don't care if there's 3 of them and 1 adult, but please make sure there's at least 1 adult in there, because just in case of an emergency, these kids are wonderful. Becky and I have been helping for quite a few years, and these kids have been phenomenal that we get to work in there. St. Lawrence kids, we get a lot. Trish Razula gets a group of kids for us. They're wonderful. We've had Dan's kids, we've had Sims kids, because nobody will take a lot of these kids, so we're grateful to have them. So it's great to have them, and a lot of times they want to do it. We get grandparents, we get aunts, we get dads, we get grandpas, you name it, and it's fine with all of us. We're fine.
The only thing is if you do have a St. Dan's kid or a St. Sims kid, anybody under the age of 16, we ask that they not do anything with the hot food, just to prevent burns. So anything cold, we have the ice cream, the popsicles, the slushy machine, the drinks, they can do any of that. But as far as hot food is concerned, we would prefer them not to touch the hot food.
I do have a question.
Sure.
It says that the times vary for the weekend, but it says in the morning. So is there like a cutoff time for working it on the weekend?
Depends on the game time.
Yeah, the game times will be different.
The problem is with rainouts, sometimes games get thrown on Saturday, so then it gets pushed later.
and the start times are sometimes different too. But you'll find out at least a week ahead what time you're gonna be. We don't always know that far ahead.
But basically, when you sign up for a day, you're gonna know the hours of that day.
When Becky will text you.
Yeah, you'll know the hours of that day. If there is a rainout that's thrown on there, whoever has signed up for that day when the rainout occurs is the one who's going to take that shift, or should be the one that takes that shift. So it should be covered either way. Mm-hmm.
I think in general too, like what time do the games usually start on Saturdays?
9.
9
What-
a.m.
But we don't open that early, because nobody comes up
So
until,
we're usually, even if a game is starting
11
at
usually.
9 a.m., we don't usually open
Till like
Saturdays
11.
till like 11 or 11.
nobody comes
10:30.
up.
Yeah.
Something like that. And then same with Sundays. It's usually like
Around 11 too,
11 o'clock again.
would be the earliest.
So unless something crazy were to happen, and then like during the week, you're pretty much guaranteed like you're not gonna start before 5:30 or 5 o'clock to help open if someone's there opening, but usually 5:30 is it. And then you would kind of tell too, like if it's cold out, there's not a lot of people coming up like towards the end of the night. Sometimes your closer will say like we're gonna wrap things up a little earlier. So it's all kind of just based on the discretion of that day.
So if you look on the second sheet that you received of the packet, you will be notified by text message by Becky about 5 to 7 days before your assigned date, just to give you a reminder to make sure you have your parents ready to go for your shifts. Please respond to the text so we know you got it. It doesn't have to be a long text. You can just even do a thumbs up or heart or emoji or something, just saying that you got the message so we know that we're sending it to the right number, because sometimes the numbers get mixed up or whatever. We just want to make
If
sure
there's 2 team
we have
parents, I do send it to both.
Number 4, the parents should be there about 30 minutes prior to the start of the game, just so we can get you familiar with the concession stand and where everything is and how to open it,
everything
how to run it.
And we don't walk out until you guys feel comfortable, you know what I mean? I recognize a lot of faces, but I know for some of you guys it's new. So we don't just say, okay, bye guys, we'll see you. We work it through with you. We usually say, you feel okay? We also have an opening sheet and a closing sheet, so we try a book there with everything in it. Our phone numbers will be on the board. Becky and I live 15 minutes from there, not even 5 minutes. We can walk, we live at 63rd Narragansett, so we can get there in no time. So I don't want you to be afraid of anything. Nicole, and Natalie's back there. I don't know where everybody is, but there's a group that are really good, and we don't want you to feel uncomfortable in there.
Honest to God, the most stressful thing in that concession stand is when the cheese squirts out it. Like, that is other than that, it's so easy back there.
It
It's
is.
chips, it's hot dogs, it's making sure things are cleaned up. It's pretty easy.
I have a question, sorry, before we move on, so I don't forget.
Sure.
I'm part of the instructional division, and this is my first time too. So I see that it says consistency and duty will be required for once a week per player, but then also says that instructional team parents will take 1 day for the team family. So is it, so we were just gonna do one Sunday for the whole team,
Yes.
or is it like one Sunday per kid, like?
One
my kid would
Sunday
be
for
one
the whole
Sunday,
team.
my kid would be- Okay, one Sunday for.
But
Yeah.
if you have a kid and like, say you have an instructional child and one in Pee Wee, you have to do a time for instructional and one for Pee Wee.
Okay, so that'll be 2 different.
Yes, per
That's
kid.
why it says per child.
Okay, and that, okay, that's.
So if you have
I
more
didn't
than one.
realize
Or some people
Yeah.
have 2 kids in instructional.
Are you worried that there wouldn't be enough space, like volunteer time slots for all the?
Right, yeah, that's.
Families?
I'm just trying to see how it's gonna, when I come in and trying to find a date for us.
Yep, because all you really need is just one per family. So it's not like you need the mom and the dad to both do concessions. So
All of us, all the moms have to do it together.
either mom or dad.
We have a
at
lot of
least one
dads.
person
Or
from that
grandpa
family.
or whoever.
Okay.
Some sort of family member.
Mhm.
Your responsibility is very, very important, that as a team parent, that you, if you have your team starting on a day, that you show up to make sure that your team is there. It is your responsibility to make sure your team shows up. I can't stress that enough. We've had many times where we thought a team was coming, and there's been times that the team doesn't show up, and we have to text and find out where you guys are at or something like that. So it's very, very important that as a team parent, you're picking this as a volunteer position, that you show up to make sure your team shows up. Find out where they're at. Okay. Again, if the games get canceled, you'll be rescheduled. That's an automatic reschedule for your team as well. Blah, blah, blah. Another important thing is at the end of the day, when we're getting ready to close, that you wait for a closer to show up. When I say a closer, that means somebody that's on the committee will say, okay, you guys can start cleaning up and start closing it down. And there will be a checklist there for closing. And all you have to do is a little check mark after you've finished it, just so we know that you've completed all the steps. Okay? It's not a ton to do, but it does help us a lot at the end of the night. If we work together, we get done a lot faster. Team snacks. You guys are responsible for setting up your calendar for your team for snacks. Pretty straightforward. Team packs. We will have team packs available. Somewhere in this packet I saw. Yeah.
Like the actual order form is towards the end of the packet.
You can let your team know that if they forget, if they don't have time to get a snack, that they are able to go to the concession stand at the very beginning of their game and let us know. And we can put any of these team snacks together. And then when your team is done, they can come up to the stand. They'll be all ready to go. Or if it's like chips, we may ask them at that time what kind of chips they want or something like that. But you have to give us a heads up that the whole team is going to be coming, just so we have enough people in there to take care of the whole team. Okay? There's some important dates here. You guys can check it out. The most important date besides your concession stand date will be field duty, which is this Saturday, starting at 10 a.m. at Hale Park. What field duty is, we're cleaning up the park. We're making sure that everything is set for our opening day. Everything is set for the games. Everything is ready to go, that we don't have a bunch of trash on the outsides, that we're ready to go. Okay? I bring my kids to that. They help clean up the trash as well. I suggest bringing your own rubber gloves or plastic gloves. It definitely helps.
I got gloves at the stand too if they want.
Yeah, we'll have some gloves, and then we usually have the garbage bags that will go around to people to pick up the trash as well. But it's not just picking up trash, it's putting up the netting behind the dugouts and things like that, making sure our signage gets up and all that fun stuff.
And we'll have the stand open for like snacks. I think we're gonna do hot chocolate and coffee because it looks like it's gonna be cold, unfortunately. And then we'll have like nachos. We're not gonna do like hot dogs or pizza or the big stuff, but you can get snacks or drinks or any of that stuff. We'll be in there. Becky and I will be in there, and some of the ladies that are on the team will be coming in and out. So maybe you'll give you a chance to meet them. I'm sure Nicole's probably gonna point them out anyway that are here tonight, so you'll get to know who everybody is. But
Are there concessions for the socks clinic, for the players clinic?
it depends if we can get people to do it. We've done it a couple times. A lot of times Becky and I will volunteer to do that. It's really not bad.
It's usually snacks and that's usually do it.
Our team will do it if someone requested it.
Okay, I mean, if people are willing to help, that's great. You know, email one of us or call one of us, you know.
Text
All our
me.
numbers are on there.
What's that?
Is
Is
there
there?
Lise?
Okay.
Yeah, Lise would know.
Yeah, last year there was on like
Two of the fields.
for the White Sox. There should be a game over.
Okay.
What if a parent can't make it to the field trip?
Ryan.
There will be other opportunities. For example, helping set out the bases, helping clean up after a game. putting the bases away, that kind of stuff. There's always a way to help. So if in order to get that money back, you're gonna find a way to help out with field duty, either cleaning up or being there Saturday. Hi.
And talk to
No,
your
it's
manager
okay.
then if you can't do it.
Yeah.
Right, Ryan? Talk to the manager then if they can't do field day.
Just talk to your manager. This way we can get your name written down when you do help. The manager can let us know and we can put you in the book.
How long till field day goes for?
Till we're done.
It's
There's
usually
not-
not real long. It's usually a couple hours at
I
the
was
most.
gonna say
How many
2
people
hours.
Show up, if everybody shows up, you get done faster.
Like last year, we had a ton of people. I think you were there, Nicole.
I
think you were
was.
there too, Ann. I'm not
It was
sure.
great.
But they were maybe done in an hour and a half because there were so many people that came out. It was wonderful. Because if I'm not
Yeah, it's
mistaken,
not
don't they
long.
go to Stars and Stripes too, Ryan, or no?
Yeah, some.
Right?
Some.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Dumb question,
No dumb
No,
questions.
No.
for concession duty, so I'm in the instructional and all of our practices have been at Normandy Park, so the concession is at Hale Park?
Yes. We only have concessions at Hale Park. Yep. But field duty can be done at any of the parks you have a game at. So field duty, what I'm saying is if you're not able to make this field duty on Saturday, which is our biggest, most important one where we need the most people, if for whatever reason you cannot make that, then if you're at Normandy Park for, say, instructional game, we'll be able to help with the bases and stuff like that and still get field duty credit. If that
On the
makes
day of the
sense.
game?
Yes. Go ahead.
That's kind of my question. How, like, where do they sign in for field duty credit?
You would just let your manager know, and your manager would have to let us know.
Are you talking about for Saturday?
On Saturday, it's the, trailer by the alley.
Yeah, there's two
the big black
trailers.
trailer. Oh, okay, so tell the parents, like, tell them.
There'll be somebody there for you
There'll
to
be
sign
a
in.
huge
It's
line.
usually like a board member that'll be there.
Yeah, there'll be a huge
I believe
line.
Jay is
That's
doing
gonna
it.
be by the Warsaw, like where the.
Yeah.
Old Warsaw was.
Yeah, where those trailers are.
Isn't it Jay? I think it's Jay this year.
Jay will
I
be
don't know.
there, yeah.
Jay Mylinsky, if anybody knows, he
Go
works
ahead.
with the girls.
So, our team has their first game on field date, but it's over at Stars and Stripes, so we won't have time to sign in and then head over to do field duty at Stars and Stripes.
The people that are playing at Stars, they're gonna put the tarps up at Stars.
That'll be their field duty.
Yeah, that'll be their field.
How do I let,
The manager will tell us who's there.
okay.
So again, even when you go to Stars, the tarps going up, the bases going out, cleaning up after the game, putting the bases away, that kind of thing is all counted as field duty.
We do have some like that, like volunteer to the coaches, is that also come as part of the service, or is that?
That's completely separate. Yep. So even though you have one of the parents is a coach or a manager of a team, it's not part of concession duty. You still have to do concession to get that $100 back. Go ahead.
Where do we sign again or look at the dates for the concession?
So everybody should have received a number when you came in. We're gonna go through those numbers. We'll do one round. Keep your number because then other than instructional, we'll have to go around
The
again.
girls go first too. The girls just.
Yeah, we'll have to go around again and you'll sign up on these big calendars up here. Okay?
We'll help you. And we also got Ryan made, so in case you don't know what team or what days you're playing, Ryan was kind enough to make this for you guys, so. And Lisa texted you, she wants to talk, right?
Yeah. Lisa, do you want to talk about the stuff?
Does everybody know Lisa?
No.
Lisa's
have
the
a-
one
a
who
li-
did all the uniforms, everybody. Lisa did all the uniforms
I have
and
a
sets
little
up
more.
the Sox game, and she does a lot of hard work.
Yeah, it was a lot of work. So just the uniforms, I know that if there's any issues, the coaches are working with me. We have to order those with our partnership with the White Sox way back in like October. So we really just kind of do our best to pick the sizes, and then I have some extras, so we're making it work for everybody. So I'll start with this, because that's where I met Michael Hoff, who's our White Sox, he's in charge at the White Sox Stadium. He's a great partnership, and my kids went to this campus where I met him. We went to the one in LaGrange, and now we're having it at Hale Park. So really great opportunity for the kids. They get to go to a 4-day clinic this summer right here in our neighborhood. So that's the first thing. Second thing, he will be coming here Monday. So if you did not get a chance, this is open to not just coaches, but parents as well. He goes through, if you're a coach, he'll give you a player's practice and kind of walk you through what to do in a practice if you're new to this. If you're a parent and you want to learn more about things that you can give to your, to work with your kids, you're welcome to come to it. To hear all the things he has to say, he'll be in the gym during that time next week. And then the White Sox game, that's really, if you're new, if you didn't get a chance to go, this is our third year doing this with the White Sox. One of the perks of it, they're going to be coming out for Pee Wee, minor and little league levels over the next couple of weeks to do like a player's practice where they have coaches, of course not the White Sox main coaches, but coaches that they have working with them out to our fields at Hale, where each of the teams will get a chance to go through little like stations with the players or the coaches to learn like proper technique of all the different, hitting, throwing, and catching. The other thing, so going back to the game, so we also get to go to a game, which is May 9th. Really great opportunity. The kids get to go and walk the field before the game, and then we're all sitting up in the same location. And that's also a fundraiser for our league. Part of the ticket proceeds will go back to our league. So any questions about any of that with the White Sox? Okay. And then one of the opportunities for Spirit Wear is through Horizon. I did not put the date on here, but if, there's not really an end date. It's just like the sooner you get this completed, the sooner they can turn around and get them back to your team. We're asking that the team parent, you can, however you want to do this, you can take a screenshot and send it to your parents. We're asking that you just take one order to Horizon. You can have them write checks to them or cash or have parents sell you or however you want to do it. But just give them one order for your team and try your best to have it by April 30th. I didn't put that on here. If it's past that date, that's fine. They'll still take your order, but that way we can get a quick turnaround. So you can, if you have any questions about that or where to take it, but if you could take this right to Horizon.
I think I put the address in here.
You done? It's on there.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
It's in the
So
packet.
it's in the packet. Awesome. So, and then they'll fill the order for you and then contact you as soon as it's done and then you can distribute it right to your team.
And for like the money, we'll just get it, do we pay when we get
Yeah.
there?
I think they're flexible. You can give it to them before or after. Like if you have the money, you want to give it to them. I mean, we've been working with them for years, so either way is fine.
And Horizon is,
I'm sorry.
Horizon is, so is that
It's
or-
4156.
Yeah,
It's this one right here. That's right.
And it's in your packet. It's 4156 West 54th Street.
And they are also a partnership with us. They're giving a portion of it back to the league as a fundraiser as well. I think that covers it. And then one more thing that I don't have on here, which is brand new. I'm working with the Thunderbolts, which is a minor league. Some of the other teams in the area have had this opportunity. I'm like reached out. So we are this year we're starting with instructional PE and minor teams, and they're going to have the opportunity to play on the field for one game. And then we'll also do an outing for the whole entire league as well, so any level can go to participate and be a part of that as well. So more information to come, it's still in the works, but a fundraiser again, you would pay, everybody would pay, including the players, because that same ticket, it's only $12. So they would pay, they get to go play on the field, and then that same ticket will count to go to a game as well, which we'll pick a date and do a big outing with the whole league as well. So that will be coming soon, and that'll be through your managers to share that information with you as well. Any questions?
There's a game with the Thunderbolts, that's for what age group?
Instructional, PE, and minor.
Oh.
And then anybody can go. So even whoever is going to watch too can purchase a ticket and go watch the kids play, but then they'll also be able to go to the Thunderbolts game as well. Okay. Yes.
Would that be on one of the games already scheduled or different?
No. So they're separate.
Okay.
It will be an additional game.
Okay, because I don't know if we're Kids Day, the concession, obviously I wouldn't want my.
No,
team
yeah, so it's
concession,
yes, it will be, good question, yeah, so it'll be a separate game. It's not going to count towards their record, because it's more, there'll be a few different rules too, because it's more just to let the kids
It's
get
just
out
more
there.
like, again, the concession
Yes,
day, I don't want
absolutely.
our families to be
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Yep, I get that, yeah, they should be all separate dates, from what you're signing up here. Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thanks, Lisa.
Again, in your packet, there's this QR code. Everybody that's in this room that is volunteering to be a parent, a team parent, or any volunteer position whatsoever in this league needs to complete this, what is it?
Abuse
This-
training,
It's like-
abuse.
This,
It's like
Abuse.
child abuse and
yeah, abuse
safety.
awareness for adults. Okay?
It's quick, it's easy, it's,
Yeah, it's nothing
Pretty much
hard.
common sense.
If anyone in here is Vertish trained, it's not anywhere near as long as that. It's literally, you'll be done with it very quickly.
But it needs to be filled out, the sooner the better.
an email to the board when they
Oh,
complete
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah, once you complete the abuse awareness for adults, you will get a certificate saying that you completed it. When you get that certificate, it needs to be sent to this link that is also on here, for the league to have a copy of it. Okay. We are partnering with the Park District, so that's a new thing that we're doing that we have to have done this year. If by any chance you have a player who gets injured or a coach or anybody that gets injured while you're there, there is first aid kits at each park by each field. So you should be able to go in the back in the box that's behind the dugout, and there should be a filled first aid kit in there. If for some reason you do use it, let us know so that we can refill it. Many times they've been taken out, they've been used, which is great, but then they don't tell us, and then when the next injury happens, we don't have anything and we're scrambling for one. Okay, so if you notice that it's running out or running low on something, just let us know. Christy, her number's in here. She is our safety officer. She will make sure that those get refilled. Okay, again, I'm Nicole Price. This is Judy, Becky, Ann. Judy and Becky, their numbers are on here for the concession stand contact. Trisha is not here, but she will also be part of it, and she's also special events contact. We have Tori. Tori, will you stand up? She will also be helping lead the concession stand. Liz, wherever you are, can you stand up? All the way in the back. She's also helping with lead the concession stand. So if you have any questions, any concerns, you can text any one of us.
Natalie.
Oh, is Natalie? Oh, she is
Natalie's
in here.
in the back.
Natalie, where are you? There you are. You thought I was going to forget about you. Judy reminded me. Thank her. Natalie also will be part of the concession stand committee. So if you have any questions or problems, don't hesitate to call, text, whatever. Yeah. Anything else to add?
Just if you wanted
The social media. On the back of all of your packets, you have a social media QR codes. You can share that. You can share that with your team so that they can get on. That's where all the news will be updated. If there is a rain out or anything like that, it will all be updated on the social media as well.
If you have a question, you can email the board and they'll get back to you.
Any questions? All this information is a lot of information, and for some of the instructional new people, it might be overwhelming just a little bit. I promise you it's not as scary as it sounds. The concession stand we work well as a team. So we help each other out when we need to help out. We have each other's backs. It's really not, I promise it's not that hard. Even when you have a long line, people are willing to wait for food, so.
Yeah, they're good
They
about
really
it.
do.
Signs up all over the stand to help you. Like how to do nachos, it's not just a crane, a walking taco. There is things step by step how to do them. Just read them if you get stuck.
Is there gonna be Zelle available at the concession stand this year? No.
We don't have the Wi-Fi to do a lot of it. That's the problem.
We're working on it.
We're trying, but we have bad, with the Wi-Fi there, it's very spotty. Even when sometimes if you're talking to somebody and you're on the phone, you lose them even in there because it's a metal container. So we're trying, but like for Spirit Wear opening day, there'll be, I don't know, some of you are new. We're gonna have signs, we have shirts. We're gonna try to do it that day and see, because we're gonna be sitting outside with that and see how it goes and see if that works.
We're hoping one day to have that up and running and be efficient. But for right now, not yet. So hopefully once it's up and running, we'll have it posted like that we're accepting it. But right now it's just cash.
The except for spirit wear. We also take a check for spirit wear.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Any questions, comments, concerns?
And don't be afraid to ask questions even as you're going along. That's what we're here for, guys. You know, we want it to go smoothly. We don't want to make it, we want it to be a good experience for you as well. And somebody's usually around between all of us. I mean, I think she showed you, like, you know, you got Tori there for instructional, you've got, you know, somebody else here. There's usually somebody around, so don't worry if, you know, you have questions.
So we're gonna start with signing up. Again, we're gonna go through the rotation one full time, and then we'll come back around and we'll go through it again. We're gonna have instructional is gonna
Gonna
be
come
over
over
there,
here.
just on that calendar. Everything else is gonna be on this
The
calendar.
girls usually go first, though, 'cause
Yep,
they're not
the
here
girls are
much.
gonna go first.
So instructional, however your numbers are, look at your numbers. And then if you want to start coming up, we'll help you.
17
Instructional. Now, some of you are going to double up
gonna
because you
do-
guys don't have enough.
Instructional softball first,
We're doing
or are
those
they
together.
both?
It doesn't matter, we're
Okay.
just going to do them together, whatever
All
the
right,
numbers
so-
are.
Top for girls usually do before baseball.